Okay, we're live for now. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for the time. So to start, you could just tell me a little about yourself, what your functioning in Warsaw, and also if you could describe to me today the Jewish community in Warsaw and what the future is in. Rabbi?
I will start?
Yes.
Okay. My name is David. David Bosok, and my wife Danielle Chaimovitz. We are from Israel. I'm 33 years old, from Jerusalem, and we came here a year ago to work for the Jewish community. Now I'm as a rabbi here, and you should say a few things about yourself.
So I'm 30 from Jerusalem also, and my work, what I do here is a lot of informal Jewish education. I started a cooking club, Hebrew lessons, and a lot of Jewish things for the community members that are around the community and not just around the synagogue. Mainly for the younger members who don't always feel so comfortable in the synagogue.
What type of cooking classes you give?
We meet once a month and we cook Jewish food from around the world or around the Jewish year. And every month we do something, we learn about the holiday or about something that's happening or about a specific Jewish community. We made Yemenite Jewish food, we made different kinds of Jewish food and we learn together.
You cook challah as well?
We made challah, we made pita, kugel, different things.
Sephardic, Ashkenazi, or
Yeah.
So tell me more about the how you describe the Jewish community here in Warsaw.
Right now, the community in Wrocław, we have 350 members, but it included also people they live in the old districts, in the old region, not district, in the old region. Some of our members live 2 hours ride from here because they live in place without another Jews or very small community. So they come in here mostly for holidays, and from time to time they come to activities. We have 2 main groups in the members. The old people, most of them are Holocaust survivor or children of the Holocaust, and we have a lot of third generation. Young people, they figure out they are Jews recently in the last 10-20 years, and they come and said, we heard we are Jews and we want to do something with it, and we don't know what, so they try to explore and to learn about Judaism. Unfortunately, in the middle age, we have not a lot of people because they just raise as a pause and they figure out they are Jews very late, so they don't care about it. Few of them are, but not a lot. We have here a few regular activities. Every Shabbat we have Shabbat meal for all the members are invited after Kabbalat Shabbat and Arvit. And every Shabbat morning we have prayer Kiddush. We have weekly lesson, Hebrew lecture, my Judaism topics lectures, and we have a senior club for all the members. They can meet together, eat, and also activities for young children, young mothers, student club, and we try to make this place open and welcoming for all our people.
What about in terms of Jewish education? Is there what people with young kids so they can learn about Judaism, about the Hebrew lessons, get connected with is that a program, something they can go to, or is doesn't something you probably work on this?
Yes, because we have this, there is a Jewish school, but it starts at first grade. It's a very small Jewish school, and it's one of 3 Jewish schools we have in Bosok. But one of them is connected with the community and a lot of members and their kids there. It's not just Jewish, and it's mostly culturally Jewish. And for me, our son is 3 years old, and I am really missing the Yiddishkeit. Because a lot of the things he learns at home, but it's very different when he goes to a non-Jewish preschool, even though they're very considerate and very open to our needs, but still, I miss some Jewish education for him. And next year we're going to start Mommy and Me for small kids to learn about Judaism. It's going to be twice a month, and it's because there's a lot of kids under 5 here that know they are Jewish. Their parents are somewhat involved with this community, but they don't have many opportunities to be with other Jewish kids and be Jewish. So it's something we're going to start.
So you started, is that, what would you say, how many active members are here? How many Jewish population in Warsaw? Or would you say it's all active?
The question about how many Jews always depends on the question who is Jew. So the answer is between few hundred to 10,000, because we have a lot of we call it like Jews in the closet.
Right.
People they don't know or they don't want to say we are Jewish, and we have to be members. There is some criteria, but some people are active in our community, but they are not officially members. So it's a bit complicated. We have something like 50 people. They have weekly or monthly.
No, more than 50. Monthly, it's more than 50.
More than 50. So
Weekly, we have about 50.
about 50 people. They come in once a week. And as I said, for high holidays or for Pesach, it was almost 200 people for Seder. So it's depends.
So what will do for Passover, for example? How is do you organize a Seder for the first 2 nights here at the show, or is there a program for the holidays?
Actually, first time we came to this city was for Pesach 3 years ago. For us, it was like once a life experience just to come for Pesach and come back to Israel. And we saw the highlight of the community, and we fell in love with this place. And we using the big synagogue, and we using this for holidays. So we set up tables for 200 people together, and it's not easy to lead such a big table, but it's very nice and special experience. Some people come and said, I cannot hear you, I cannot hear the explanation, but this is the atmosphere, the environment of Pesach. And this year Danielle also take care of make a plan for children. So part of the Seder, children was here in another room. They have a story special for children, costume like the people of Israel in the desert. And it was, this year was very nice. Also we have guests from the university, people they learn Jewish study. Most of them are not Jewish, but for them it was very nice to be with us in Seder. And yes, definitely this is one of the highlights in our
So for the Passover food, is it something catered, or how does it work? You bring, because you know, the matzah and all of the kosher for Passover, it's another standard.
the matzah and matzah powder, we import from flour. We import from Israel, but all the rest are local. And 2 weeks before Pesach, we start to work on to kosher in the kitchen, to make a menu of exactly what we can use, what not. Of course, the chief rabbinate in in Warsaw, they help us because they make a list which products we can find in any shop and use it for Passover. But everything we do in here.
Also, we learned it challenged us, you know, because we're from Israel, we're used to having everything kosher for Pesach. So this year I was trying to make cheese on my own and different things that I never thought I would do.
Do you do 2 nights or 1 night?
We do 2 nights,
Two
of
nights.
course.
Yeah.
The first one, it's very big, lots of people coming. And the second, it's about 40 people coming. In the first time, it was a little bit disappointing for me. Only 40 people. Yesterday was 200. But I learned to find, it's very nice because in the second Seder, it's like family. And people choose to come, they want another Seder. They come again. They much more open to listen, to discuss. If in the first night I can give them like a question. Let's think about freedom in our life. What is Yetziat Mitzrayim for us today? It's only a question. There is no discussion with 200 people.
Right.
But in the second Seder, people are much more calm and it's a real discussion. It was very, very nice.
And last year, the young people had so much fun in the 2 Seders that they had a 3rd Seder. They met in someone's house and they had a 3rd.
That's amazing. That's great. So it's reconnect the bridges, you know, between all this cultural and Jewish. And in terms of the Hanukkah, when it comes to Hanukkah, do you have a big Hanukkah outside?
Yes.
Do you do the
Actually, last year, or this year, Hanukkah was exactly the same date like the Christian holidays.
Right.
And some people in Poland said, let's give up of our celebration because we cannot compare the holidays and people going abroad, going to vacation. We shouldn't have any plans. And we, as an Israeli, said, why you should give up? We should give opportunity to people. If someone wants to come, he should come. If someone wants, we should give them opportunity. And we did a plan for every night. Every night we light the candles outside, big Chanukiah, and one night was we watch movie, one night we play,
The
dreidels and the coins with
It
chocolate.
was actually grown-ups betting on chocolate coins with the dreidels.
One night she did her cooking club. We make like donuts, sufganiot and latkes, and one night was my lecture. Like every day was lighting candle plus something.
Yeah, 30 or 40 people
And every night we have
people will participate in singing and all this.
so it was amazing. It was much more than what we expect, and I think this year our Hanukkah was better than Hanukkah in Warsaw. Unless they are big community and very some there is a lot of people that are very commitment to community. But here, surprisingly, we have.
They come to you. They really are attracted by the 2 days about the culture. And the last holiday that I want to ask you is about Sukkot. Do you put the Sukkah outside?
Yeah, I should show you the picture. We build. They buy like in a shop something like a big tent
for events.
for events.
And
They just not build the roof, and instead of roof we put a branch, branches, and it's a little bit cold, but it's this is part of Sukkot, and also 40, 50 people coming and sit in a big sukkah together. It's very sukkah.
It's a big one. It's a big question.
Yes.
branches on
Yes,
top.
you see, they build only the walls, and
And
yeah,
put the,
this is a sukkah, and this is from inside. Big table, 40 people sit.
so you have dinner, lunch there, you eat there.
Yes,
Every day.
1 week we eat there every day, and also
So it's, I mean, people, in terms of holidays, it's really, it's like any other place, in, it's really connected with the community. So, how do you keep that tradition, the Jewish tradition, together all the time? There's some Jewish, some Poles that are Jewish, but how do you bring them to the shores and to keep the tradition, to keep the Jewish tradition alive, with the young, that's very important, I think.
I think this question is the question we're gonna sleep with. We wake up with this question because it's not, we have no right answer. This is something, this is our job, to think all the time how we can bring those people here, how we can give them something they want to stay.
And we want to be humble.
We try to make it not like to give them, like to say the ball is on your side, but we try to develop their independence and their responsibility. It's not like someone come to synagogue to concerts. I said every big holiday when we have lots of people, I said this is not a concert and I'm not a cantor, like a big chazan. We're going to pray together. We're going to learn together. And slowly people, not everyone of course, but some people find themselves more involved and said they have an ideas, maybe we should do something, they become to be more active, and we support the project. If someone have an idea, we do everything to make this idea happen. But there is no system how to
No, what I'm saying, the question really, I should rephrase it, is someone comes here and would say, well, I want to do conversion, I know how Jewish root, I'm connected, I want to go back, I want to learn more about my roots, how do I get closer to rediscovering my root? Is that conversion process? It's serious business, conversion is not easy, it's a difficult process. And so what would you tell them in terms of, they rediscover their root, they're interested in coming back to convert, or just be learning more about the Jewish culture? So it's a long process, I think, for them.
What I explain to people, there are two levels. One level, our activities are open. If people want to come, to be a part, to see, everyone are welcome. And this is like one level, and everyone is welcome even to pray. It's okay to sit here and pray with us. Of course, to be chazan or reading the Torah, it's only for halachic Jews, but people can come and participate and feel part of the community. This is one level, and we are trying to be very welcoming and nicer to everyone. The second level, as you ask about conversion, it's a little bit more complicated, and of course it's not for everyone, because it's about commitment and long process. Right now there is no Beit Din in Bosok, everything I can do, it's only to prepare people to Beit Din, and then we can send them to Warsaw, to another place in Europe or even to Israel. And so I can do the preparation. I teach people, I can guide them even in the practical aspect of learning, like I come to their home and help them to kosher in the kitchen. And it's about learning and be a part. And from time to time, people make it and finish the process, going to Beidin, and they like real Jews, and they, of course, they keep active in the community. But most of the people are in the first level, as I said. They come, they participate, but cannot commitment to the conversion process because it's very serious and not easy.
So, a lot of people, a lot of Jewish folk are interested in the Jewish culture. How widespread is it here? People are interested, like you said, they come. Is it a growing trend? You see a lot of people coming, like you said, like the midday, you have a lot of people coming. And
Yeah, there's lots of interest. Almost everything that we do that's open for everyone, we always get a lot of people interested in. We had, a month ago, we had Museum Night, which is a night where all the museums are open in the city. And we had a very weird opening hour because we started at 9:47 because this is the time our Shabbat ended. And 10 minutes before, there were already hundreds of people in line outside the synagogue who came for this night. And it was a night where the big talk about the Jewish life cycle. I spoke about the history of the Jewish kitchen. Bente spoke about all the work that she does here. And there were hundreds of people who came to hear that, which was amazing to see how much interest there is. And they were here at these hours. At midnight, we were still giving lectures and they were eating food. We had the Jewish festival here. That for 6 days, we had more than 1,000 people come. I think only on the first day we had 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But it was thousands of people who came every day for lectures, for concerts, for events. And it's amazing to see it, and it's mainly Polish people. It's like if you go to the Jewish festival in Krakow, it's a lot of tourists, it's a lot of Israelis, a lot of Americans. Here it's Polish people who want to learn more about the Jewish culture and Jewish history, and it's amazing to see how much thirst there is to that.
They are so interested.
And it's not only the events, festival and the museum night. In the last year, 4 schools, public schools, invite me to participate in not my lecture, to be guest in their Jewish Day or Jewish Culture Day. They organize it and just invite me to see it. And also places out of Wrocław. Another city, they doing Jewish Day or they clean the cemetery, the Jewish cemetery in the city. There is no Jews in the city, but there is a group once a year, they clean it, they invite me to see it, opening of exhibition, many events, not like the big events, or festival once a year. Almost every week we have some events, like Polish people organize for Polish people about Jewish culture, about Jewish roots, Jewish history, and it's fascinating.
It's fascinating also because we were educated that Poland is very different. The Israeli school system teaches the Polish narrative. It's very, it revolves about the Holocaust, and in 1945, the Jews go to Israel or to America. They don't stay here.
Right.
So for me, I think for both of us to learn that there are still Jews who live an active Jewish life in Poland was a big shock for us. It's not the Poland that my grandfather left. And every time I talk to him, he's always in shock to hear that there are still Jews living here, living a Jewish life, and it's not what you expect from Poland. In Warsaw it makes sense, but in a place like Warsaw, people don't expect it.
It's growing, and people really want to share, want to continue this tradition and all the different. What would you see the main challenges there is? Do you see something challenges or opportunities in Brazil? Is opportunities or grow the community, of course, and get more. Like in Krakow, they have this big festival and they have so many different classes and lectures, and everybody comes to learn about, so they get more involved with the. So basically, yeah, that's I think that I learned a lot this day, and learning from your experience here and all the Jewish holidays, and the midway, if you want to tell also when the project you're working on, with the audience.
Yeah, of course. I feel like it's my baby here because I spoke with a few Rebbitzins that were here in the past, and they said they've been saying for years that they're going to renovate the mikveh. I don't build your hopes on it, and to be the one that actually gets to be part of the renovation, gets to be part of the exhibition, gets to have a say on how the mikveh would look. How does the woman who is a tourist or a young bride in Wrocław that wants to go to the mikveh, how is her experience going to look like? It's a big honor, and it's a nice dialogue for me to talk with my Polish heritage, renovating the mikveh here. It was German, but still to be part of renovating a 116-year-old mikveh is a big thing.
So what are the process? It's when you planning it, so
the mikveh we're starting the renovations at the end of the summer, and it's going to be finished by the end of 2018, and then it will also make life easier. And it will make life easier. It will open a lot of options for people for women who want to go to the mikveh, but not for everyone. It's an option to drive 4 hours each way. So it's a very hard.
It's worth it.
It's worth to take up. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for both of you for the time, for sharing all this information with our community.